SwissBorg is the official partner of my channel where you can buy, sell, hold, and more importantly stake your cryptocurrencies. You can even earn yield on your stablecoins. Sign up with my link and you'll earn up to $100 worth of their native token CHSB just for depositing €50 worth of crypto. SwissBorg. Hello everybody, welcome back. You're going to like this one. This is going to be nice. Okay, so when we're talking about signals, we talk about things that have happened, right? Not things that are about to happen or look like they're going to happen. We talk about things that have actually happened. And so something is about to happen, most likely, almost inevitable, about to happen on basically Ethereum and Bitcoin and loads of other charts. Again, you know, we're doing a Patreon live stream tonight, so if you want to join in for that, then there's links in the description below. You get 2 live streams a week. Ask me questions about whatever charts you want. But I remember the last stream that we looked at, and maybe even the stream before that, we were anticipating some of these signals coming into play. And we've got the golden crosses, so that's fine. So we've got golden cross obviously on Bitcoin when it comes to simple moving averages back down here, exponentials around here, and this is just a strengthening of a trend. Now the next thing that we're really looking for, one of my favorite signals of all time, is the Ichimoku cloud conversion baseline across above the cloud. So this is not a pump signal. We've been playing pump signals throughout the bear market really, and to great effect, to be honest with you. We've got quite a few decent moves, not just on Bitcoin and obviously altcoins, but traditional markets also. And a lot of those were given to us by pump signals on the Ichi Cloud. These signals, the ones that look like they're wanting to form right now, and again, they're very close to forming. All we're waiting for is this blue to effectively cross, make an actual cross of this red, this very pale red one here. This is your conversion over the baseline. We're waiting for that to happen, all right? And then what that would be a buy signal. The beauty of that buy signal is that that buy signal would be enter here and exit when the Chiku span, which would be this lagging indicator at the back, the lagging span, the Chiku span, touches the price action, or you get an opposite cross, so a negative cross, so a blue cross the red to the downside. So again, we're waiting for that. It's quite a mouthful, to be honest with you. It's just simpler than it sounds. Like, trust me. So you get an entry point and an exit point. So obviously you recognize that you haven't bought the bottom. You recognize that you don't sell the top, but what you normally get is a decent portion of price action in between. On the Patreon, a few years ago, I showed this, you know, leading into the alt season for FET, I think, for AI, back when it was back down at around 5.5 cents. And the Ichi Cloud itself yielded a 10x, even though the chart was from bottom to top more along the lines of like a 15x. The Ichi Cloud gave a 15x, which, I mean, a 10x. So you can't really complain with that. I'm not saying that Bitcoin's going to do a 10x after this. That's unreasonable to say that. These signals give you a trend. They give you an entry point and an exit point, and you get what you're given. Sometimes it's a 10x, sometimes it's 10%, you know, but it's a signal. Anyway, we're waiting for that to happen. That obviously isn't going to happen today. It could happen tomorrow. We don't know until the cross takes place. Same thing's brewing for Ethereum. This is one of the coins that we were looking at on the live stream last week, I believe. Crow, not that Crow's the best thing you've ever seen in the world, but we're looking for this to happen on Crow. We're looking for it to happen on loads of these coins, right? And this is why I touted a few videos ago about this potential alt season coming around the corner, regardless of Bitcoin's price, because it's power in numbers. And if all these charts have the same kind of setup and signals, that reminds me of what it looked like in late 2020 when altcoins were in wrecked city. It's a different market, different situation, but and we're not looking for a massive alt season like 2021. Certainly not. That sort of thing will happen when everybody wakes back up and, you know, Captain Noobmaster tells, you know, Sergeant Noobmaster who tells Corporal Noobmaster, and all the Noobmasters come out and basically empty their piggy banks into this. And before anyone starts slagging me off again about hating new people into crypto, that's not what I'm talking about. Captain Noobmaster has been around for probably decades. He's not new. He might be a noob master. He's a noob master because he fails to conquer his emotions and trades only with emotions. Doesn't trade with indicators. And he's the reason I bring up Captain Noob Master. He's not because he's new. He's a noob because he refuses to learn or conquer his emotions when it comes to trading. He's the reason we go down lower than expected. He's also the reason we go up higher than expected. He is Captain Noob Master. And yeah, like I say, Captain Noob Master will introduce all his noob crew, the noob army, you know, back into crypto, because they've already been hurt significantly, I imagine, from 2022, and you know, it's going to take them a while to recover from that psychologically, and they'll only get back in when Elon Musk tweets about it again. Basically, that's what it's going to do. So anyway, it's not against new people. I love new people into crypto, provided you try to at least get a grip of what it is that you're doing. I welcome you with open arms. Right, so that said, so yeah, we're looking for this signal and this setup. Now, obviously, we've got to go on cross. We look for retests of that. So the 200 exponential is back down at 21,500. That's fine. We can do that. We've already retested it before the event. We've not retested anything since the event. 50 exponential sitting just below 22. Again, it doesn't have to happen today. If it did, those would be the supports. If it happened next week, they'd be higher and higher and higher and higher still as the weeks unfold. Now, we're having a little bit of a pullback today. It's kind of standard, really, on a Tuesday, counter to the previous direction. So we might be looking for a deeper retest on some of these charts, some of these coins. That's also perfectly fine. Absolutely no problem with that. We've got plenty of supports below us on all of these charts. We're just focusing on Bitcoin. We can have a quick look at Ethereum, but like I say, with the live stream tonight, we will look at all the individual coins. So Ethereum, Golden Cross, same setup, exactly the same setup. Ethereum's bullish retest will be back down here around 1,535, and again, looking at momentum on all of these charts, if it loads it, we've got breakout of RSI. We're crossed above the 0 point, the nice area for the money flow index to be in. So I'm not really concerned about any of this, especially as we go down lower. If I were to suggest not that I should, where this pullback that we're seeing right now takes place and goes down to, the obvious and probably best place to think about a position, not that I'm a signals group because I'm not, would be the magical number 23,300. That's where we were battling to break above. That's where we broke down below. That's also where the Bollinger Band center is, and also the 21 exponential. So we could see a pullback into that zone and see a decent bounce, forming a nice higher low, and then likely move on to a higher high structure. Where again, if we continue to break out with the help of other things like Euro and obviously the impact on the Dixie, and then traditional markets being S&P and even gold and commodities, which are all pulling back a little bit, tiny bit today. We'll be looking for new highs, new local highs to be set on all of these charts. Again, the momentum suggests that would likely be the case. So I'm not concerned about the way price action is going right now. Obviously, I bought this dip and I'm prepared to hold on to it. I'm not really looking to sell it. There's no need to try and sell that. If anything, I just use those sats to stack more sats when the alt season becomes more apparent. Quick scalpy trades, 10% here, 10% there, wherever, in the form of Bitcoin. So, like I say, overall, things look good. And we're waiting for this one signal to kick in, not just for Bitcoin, but for, is it a plethora? Is that a correct word? Of all the other altcoins that we've looked at over the last week, and all the ones we'll probably be looking at tonight. There's no one that is any better than the other. When all these altcoins seem to have the same kind of setup, it is almost like whack-a-mole about who's going to go first, really. If you're sitting in a position and then, for something like, I don't know, Atom, for instance, because I like the Atom setup, sitting in Atom and then suddenly Bepro moves up 100%, or Jasmy does 40%, or Ethereum does 15% and yours doesn't do anything. It's unfortunate. It doesn't mean that your setup's not correct. There's only a certain amount of money that can go from one to the other and back and back and back and forth. So don't I suppose beat yourself up if your altcoin, despite the setup being good, hasn't moved. Sometimes you just draw the short straw. They are all more or less forming the same kind of setup. The most important one to look at would be Bitcoin and then Ethereum. And so long as they've still got the good setups, then there's every reason for your good setup to actually break out. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. There's no point in saying much more than that. We are waiting still for a very, very decent signal to take place on the daily chart for Bitcoin and Ethereum and many other altcoins. And so it would appear that there is going to be more upside on this one. Targets being 28, 32, 38 tops. It sounds ridiculous, but that's where it points to. Anyway, I will leave it with you there, and if you want to join the live stream tonight, links in the description below. Otherwise, please send some love in the form of a comment. Let's talk about, if you've got nothing to say, just tell me, what is the worst food you've ever eaten. I'll tell you what mine was. I went to a Nigerian restaurant and thought I'd go straight in, jumped straight into the culture and ordered some cow foot, which was absolutely rank. All my friends were eating really nice food. I was sitting there eating a bowl of what was like basically gelatine, curried gelatine. It was the most expensive thing on the menu as well. Yeah, like I say, I'm always open to new things, but I won't be doing that again. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Have a nice day. Like, comment, subscribe, and take it easy.